$9,000 on Pokemon cards in hopes of pulling one card that's worth $10,000.
I cannot believe that the zombie apocalypse finally happened. I know, right? I'm just excited to see what type of zombies we got. I'm really hoping for like a Walking Dead type of situation. Oh, check it out. There's actually one over there. No way, really? I'm gonna need you to shoot me. Yeah, you know what? I'll get right to that after you shoot me first. Tell you what, you still got the grenade? Yeah, you think we should just head out at the same time? Yeah, given the circumstances, I honestly feel like that's our best option. Well, in that case, I will see you down there, brother.
I think what I'm gonna miss the most about TikTok is that it felt so low pressure. And I don't mean that in a bad way. Like, of course, there were the Zach Kings and the Wisdom edits that, had a budget to them and were very editing intensive, but it didn't require that to either have a following or even have a video do well. I feel like every other social media platform nowadays, whether it's YouTube or Instagram, needs to be so carefully curated, and if you don't have the greatest idea or a Mr. Beast budget, you're just not gonna gain traction at all. Like, I've had a YouTube channel that I've posted to pretty regularly for about a year now, and I want nothing more than to be able to turn on my camera and just talk some BS to you guys like I do on here. But I feel like I can't, because I feel like I'm not putting in the same amount of effort that other creators are, therefore my video won't do as well. And my analytics support that. Also, when I look at all the big creators on the YouTube platform, only one of them even has that style of video, and it's Charlie. And Reels is fine, I guess, but after the exact same joke that's been stolen 900 times, or some other bop using an innuendo to promote their OF page, it gets kind of old pretty quick. It's also pretty apparent that their algorithm pushes what they want you to see, not what you want to see. TikTok kind of had the same feeling as going to a kickback at a friend's house, where you might have not known everyone in the room, or even been the most popular person there. But at any point in time, anyone could have popped off with a hilarious joke or an amazing story and captivated the whole room. TikTok was kind of one of the last parts of the internet that didn't feel like some new age Hollywood or media conglomerate empire running things. It kind of just felt like people being people. And I'm really gonna miss that. This isn't a joke, and this is not April Fool's. I am being dead serious when I say this. My account on Google just got hacked like an hour ago, and I don't know what to do. I am begging any other creators out there or anyone else that has a direct line to Google to please help me out here. I am begging. These people have changed every single one of my two-factor authentications, my recovery emails, my passwords, anything and everything that can even get me into this account. I am completely locked out, and I have, even as a YouTube creator, absolutely zero way to contact Google or YouTube to help me out with this. So now I am begging you guys. Again, not an April Fool's joke. This isn't me joking around. This is being deadly serious. Please, God, help me. If you are a YouTube creator, please, I am just asking for like a minute of your time. Can you please reach out to the YouTube creator team to let them know my account has been hacked and I need help recovering it? Please. And if you are not a creator, please share this with Google or YouTube or spam their comment section on any one of their social medias that I need help. I am begging. This is not a joke, and I have no idea where or who to turn to anymore. So, thanks. Please. All right, what does everybody want to do? I'd like to cast Fireball. Are you sure about that? Because you're only in like a 10 by 15 foot room right now. I'd like to cast Fireball. Okay, but just to remind you, all three other party members are in there with you, and there's only one enemy. Oh, I'm sorry, did I ask about the consequences? Well, no, but then I'd like to cast Fireball. Okay, next time, nobody gets to choose chaotic neutral. Quick question, just want to see how everyone's feeling. Was anybody happy with that? At all? I mean, Jesus Christ, like, I'm just happy I didn't have to pay for that. I really feel bad for all the suckers in the stands who shelled out thousands of dollars just so they could be there to watch this train wreck live in action. Look, I went into this like most other people. I think the majority of us wanted Mike to win, but by the end of the second round, I was more concerned that we were collectively watching the public execution of a senior citizen. But I'm also not gonna sit here and act like Jake did much better. I mean, how could you possibly fight the final boss of CTE and not finish the job? Also, this next part is for Netflix and Netflix only. Hey guys, what was up with the weird angles in the HD broadcast in 240p? Like, I get you guys just started getting into the live streaming space, but this is basics, man. I am concerned about your ability to handle any future events. Now, if you ask me, there was clearly two winners tonight. The first one is everyone who did not waste their time with this, and the second was Netflix. So congratulations to tonight's winners, and may the rest of us not make the mistake of tuning into one of these again. I just wanted to use this comment real quick to remind everyone that TikTok is probably not going to be around much longer. So while it's still here, I do want to say two things. First of all, I'm going to shamelessly plug myself. So if you don't want to hear about that, then skip forward 15 seconds. But if you would not mind, I would really appreciate if you considered following me on other platforms. It's either Yonside or Yonside Lucas on everything. Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, Blue Sky, Twitter, it's all the same. I'm going to start streaming more, I promise, and I've got more long-form videos in the works. But that's not what I really want to talk about with this. What I really wanted to say is videos like this that can get millions of views in a couple of hours and have hundreds of thousands of people agreeing on something, regardless of their background, is the real reason they don't want TikTok around anymore. I just want this video to serve as a reminder that the majority of issues that we're facing in this country, at least the serious ones, are not left versus right. They're up versus down. Runaway inflation caused by corporate greed, a broken medical system, wealth and income inequality. It's not left versus right, it's up versus down. And unless you have $50 million in the bank or political influence, you're down here with the rest of us, and we're all on the same side. I love how the whole Supreme Court case basically boiled down to, oh, well, China's using TikTok to carry out covert manipulation and make Americans hate their own government. No, they're not. Why would they need to? You geriatric window lickers do a bang-up job of that by yourselves. Also, what do you even mean, covert manipulation? First of all, it's not covert. We know exactly who's doing it and what they're trying to do. But the craziest part is after being on this app for 5 years and being a content creator for a year and a half, the only thing that I can say with confidence that TikTok has ever manipulated me into doing is trying to make a fucking cucumber salad. Yeah, but they're stealing your data. Oh, get bent. Let's not pretend that you guys care about data privacy now. There isn't a single social media app on this planet that is not currently harvesting and selling your personal data to the Chinese government or whoever the highest bidder is, which, by the way, is sometimes the American government. Also, it's my data. Last time I checked, I am not military personnel or a government official. What exactly are they going to find that constitutes a national security risk? They're gonna be scrolling through my data like, wow, he's got an unhealthy obsession with anime and can't put down the game Marvel Rivals. That's it, boys. Pack it up. We got him. It's not like I've got a bunch of nuclear secrets that I'm just leaving in the bathroom for a bunch of Saudis to go and find. No. Because if I did that, I would get to be president. Hey guys, so I'm looking for a new game to play. Come join us, man. The game is awesome. It's brand new, and you get to play as cool Marvel characters. Nah, don't listen to them. You should come join us. Our game is so much fun, and it's basically just soccer with a bunch of little cars. No. Don't listen to either of these idiots, all right? You want to come back to us, right? We're the go-to classic for a reason. Okay, I mean, these do all sound pretty good, but, what about you? What about me? For the love of God, don't download the game, don't play the game, don't even think about the game. But you play the game. Exactly. Do you have any idea how hated your trash social media platform has to be, and how much you as a person have to be disliked for an entire generation of people to prefer taking on the task of becoming bilingual rather than ever stepping foot back on your garbage platform? And look, I've seen some other creators weigh in on Red Note, so I'd like to give my 2 cents as well. Do I think that Red Note so far has been a very fun experience and a good time? Yes. But I do also agree that it has some pretty serious limitations. Red Note is still subject to Chinese law, which means that certain topics are off limits to talk about over there. And if you've seen any of my content or have followed me for a while, you're gonna understand when I say that a lot of my content will not fly on that platform. And that goes for a lot of your other favorite content creators as well. Do I think that Red Note is a long-term viable option as a replacement for TikTok? Maybe in the future, but not right now. Western content is still very heavily moderated on the platform, and there's no real way to monetize yourself. But I do think that by downloading, using, and sharing Red Note, the American people are sending a very clear message to the US government and other social media platforms. And so far, it looks like it's working. Follow me on everything else. Links are up in the bio. Is this real? Are we back? Do not tell me we just went through all of that in the past month for the app to only be gone for 12 hours. And y'all didn't even try to build any suspense for the return of the app. Like, even Jesus waited 3 days before showing back up and being like, surprise, motherfucker! Now, I did also say that if Trump was to bring back TikTok, I would unsarcastically say something nice about the man, and I'm a man of my word, so here we go. Mr. Trump, Thank you very much for doing the correct thing and bringing TikTok back to the people. You have a great game of golf. It is actually impressive to see you display such athletic prowess in your age, and you would without a doubt wipe my butt up and down any fairway from here to Timbuktu. You play an amazing game of golf. It might just be the most amazing. I'm sorry. Force a habit. It might just be the most amazing game of golf I've seen anyone play in a while. Now, I will say that Trump was kind of the person to basically get the ball rolling on the initial TikTok ban, so he's kind of just fixing the mistake that he caused. But he is at least fixing it, so that is worthy of a good job. My favorite part about all of this is the hundreds of politicians that are not only about to just lose their money on their investment into Meta stock, but already lost their voter base because they voted against our best interests. Like, I give it 3 days before the politicians hop back on here to be like, wow, we're so happy it's back. I didn't vote against. I did, but I pressed the wrong button, so it doesn't. Please don't let me lose my job. It feels so good to be back. All right, so hear me out, right? We get a squirrel and a turtle. All right. And we put it together. Okay, I'm following you here. And we got ourselves a Squirtle. Genius. I mean, it's just absolute genius. So I want you to imagine a child's nightmare. I don't think I like where you're going with all this. Yeah. Just like imagine a circus clown that's just been horribly disfigured through years of abusing psychedelics. You know this is a children's game, right? Yeah, see, I know. But I think we should also give it a name that just sounds like a terminal illness or like some pharmaceutical that you'd never want to take. Why would we do that? Exactly. Kind of like, I don't know, maybe blacephalon or just something absolutely disgusting like that. You know, I think we might have to let you. No. Okay, wait, hold up. We got more in the chamber. Oh, no. What about a sword? A sword, like the thing you swing around? Yes, it's a sword, but it's alive and. No, it's just a sword that's alive. That's the whole pitch. You know you're fired, right? Yeah, no, that makes sense. We're having just another little bit of a mental break, so you know what that means.
Yes!
Therapy.
No!
You know, I'm just now realizing I could probably use some more healthy coping mechanisms. Nothing is funnier to me right now than a bunch of old and stupid people going, oh, but you don't even know what you're agreeing to with the terms and conditions because it's all in Mandarin. When is the last time any of you morons actually read the terms and conditions to anything? I'll wait. Look, do not tell me that just because it's in a different language, that's what's stopping you from reading 64 pages of legal documentation. I would bet my third toe to the left that you haven't read the terms and conditions to anything, even if it was in English, in the past decade. Heck, I'd even bet my third toe to the right that half of you crayon-eating oxygen thieves can't even read. And look, I'll even be honest, I haven't been doing it either because who in the world has time for that? But do not tell me that that's your best argument. I cannot believe that the same people who lick the grundle of Fox News are now telling me that I need to read. I mean, talk about turning the tables. But it's Chinese, yeah? So are 3 of my favorite foods and 2 of my favorite actors. Look, and as far as security data goes, I don't trust the Chinese. No one does. But we sure as hell also don't trust an American. Follow your boy. Links in the bio.